madly dangerous might suddenly start happening. And Yaz loved it, loved every single second of it. The marvellous travelling, the wondrous marvels, and the marvellous wonders. And the danger, yes, she would have to admit that she liked that too. It was one of the reasons that she'd picked her career. Not because she thrived on danger or got a kick from taking risks. Those people didn't get far. No, Yaz was the kind of person who stayed cool when other people panicked. That made her feel useful, helpful, and in control. Yaz knew that when things were going wrong, she was the kind of person who could make a difference. What her time on the TARDIS was teaching her was on what scale she could make that difference. She spent her off-duty time, as she sometimes thought of it, wandering this amazing ship. Exploring, checking for exits. Yaz was practical and sensible too, and trying to understand something of the nature of her new digs. Eventually, she would come back to the console room, and there, inevitably, she would find the Doctor, this most wonderful and marvellous of all the wonders and marvels that Yaz had recently seen. This incredible traveller and adventurer, source of fun, force for good, friend and mentor. Yaz had wondered a couple of times what she would do when her time with the Doctor was over. Would she be able to go back to her job, her old life? Would anything ever seem as brilliant and exciting again? She would put these thoughts aside. Time to worry later about the future. For now, enjoy the present. Or whatever time it was when the TARDIS happened to land. Coming into the console room, Yaz found the Doctor all by herself. She was unusually quiet too, for the Doctor, but still plainly busy. The Doctor was gripping the console with both hands, murmuring something. Coordinates? Some new language? A recipe? A spell? French verbs? You never quite knew. But there was always something. Yaz got the feeling that the Doctor didn't rest. Not really, and that her mind was always ticking away, absorbing some new piece of information. Learning, discovering, connecting, thinking. Yaz, watching her, thought, I want to be like that. The Doctor saw her and smiled. Hello, she said. Still looking round? I was wondering about emergency exits, said Yaz. You never know when you'll need them. Tell me about it, said the Doctor, and turned back to the console. Is it okay, said Yaz, me looking round? The Doctor looked up and gave that wide, welcoming smile. Of course, my place is your place, or whatever they say. Just don't press every button you find. The Doctor thought about that. Actually, don't press any button you find. As if, thought Yaz. She wasn't daft. Who knew what might happen? She might find herself catapulted somewhere she wasn't entirely sure about. Or some when. I wasn't planning to. If you could mention that to Ryan, the Doctor said. And to Graham, actually. Honestly, you'd think they were old enough to know better, but some people have sticky fingers. You put a button in front of them, and they have to press it. It's like there are two types of people in the world. Those who'll press any passing button, and those who'll take a moment to think, now, I wonder what might happen if I press this button. Now, I'm not saying that either one is wrong, I'm just saying that as a general rule, pressing every button that presents itself isn't always the best button-pressing strategy, and that a little common sense in the face of buttons can go a long way. She stopped mid-flow. Buttons? What am I talking about now? How did I get onto buttons? Wasn't I doing something? She stared at her hands. Oh yeah, that was it. The Doctor's attention went back to the controls. Yaz watched her concentrate. This amazing, exciting, wonderful, marvellous, and, yes, all right, sometimes incomprehensible stranger who had landed in their lives and shaken them up beyond anything Yaz would have imagined possible. She felt a thrill down her spine, and was just about to ask that most magical of questions, Where now, Doctor? When the Doctor pointed to an image that had appeared on the wall. Have a look at that. Yaz looked. It was a rock. Planet-size, mind you, but definitely a rock. I see a rock. A big rock. Alien planet, Yaz, the Doctor laughed. I've got a feeling about it. A feeling? Yaz's spine tingled again. She peered at the rock. The Doctor adjusted the image. Yaz saw grass, a pebbled beach, the sea gently lapping at the shore. She thought of a bank holiday her family had once had at Scarborough.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.